All right, hello, hello. Welcome, everyone. We're going to be watching this. These people in the chat, I don't understand them. Like, it is so confusing. Like this. Yes, it does. If we don't have file share or maps and matchmaking, how will we play, you know? There we go. What's up, Benefit Forges? Man, these people in this chat are just something else. Like, this guy up here is saying things like, this guy right here goes, the file sharing aspect is where the community will be the most critical. I think it was already confirmed that maps won't be able to make it into matchmaking at launch. It sounds like a season 3-4 feature. I was like, the file sharing aspect? And I was just like, file sharing has nothing to do with Forge maps being added into matchmaking. I'm so confused on that whole thing, what he was saying there. And then he was like, yes, it does. If we don't have a file share of maps in matchmaking, then how will we play maps? I'm like, this video is called file sharing. What do you mean if we don't have it? People, oh my gosh. Like, I don't know what to say. Like, what? Oh, man. It's one of those things where I'm just like so confused, with everything that's there. Yeah, I'm like, what? Tell me right now, what Halo game has never had a file share? Like, since Forge was out. Like, what Halo game has never had a file share? That basically, why wouldn't Infinite have a file share? I'm so confused why people are like, Infinite is not going to have a file share. I'm like, what Halo game hasn't? And if people go, well, 343 is terrible and they, don't do stuff. And it's like, well, 343 still made Halo 4 in MCC, like a collection of MCC, you know. And then also, they also, made Halo 5. It's like they've had file shares every single. Straight up disrespected me in the Halo livestream chat. Joshua, I'm just so confused by what y'all are talking about. It's hilarious. Which one were you saying? I was giving an example. Let me freeze it if I don't have a functional or good file sheet. See, that's better, Joshua, what you're saying there. If you don't have a functional or good file share, that makes more sense. But first one is like, whenever you're saying file share, how will we be able to play? And I'm just like, what Halo game hasn't had a file share? I was just like, what are y'all talking about? Every Halo game has had a file share in there. Now, I think what you're mainly talking about is a custom game browser, Joshua. That's what, I think that's what you're talking about. Because that's a way for people to jump into a game and be able to, have other people join in and everything. A custom game. A lot of people get confused with that. Like, they miss type or say, like, I see it all over Twitter where they mean custom game browser when they're saying file sharing. Now I think a custom game browser is super important. uh But, you know, it's like custom game browser is super important. Now, do I think it's necessary? See, this is the big old hot topic, what a lot of people say. I don't think it's necessary. I don't think it's necessary at launch. At launch. It's, you know, just because of the fact that a lot of other games like Halo Reach, Halo 3, Halo 4, you know, Halo 2 Anniversary, all that type stuff, even Halo 5, well, Halo 5 did have a custom game browser, but it was kind of weak. But all those games that said they never had a custom game browser. But I think it is crucial to have eventually and as soon as possible. Yeah. But yeah, custom games browser, like, yeah, the custom game browser is incredible. Well, I would say the custom games browser and Forge is probably the best thing 343 has ever done. 343 was the one who started adding vegetation in Forge. They're the ones who added in for Reach, added in the whatever the, like, or not in Reach later on and stuff. But like Halo 4, they added trees and all that type of stuff. 343's capabilities, like what they're doing with Forge, is insane. Which I know Bungie probably would have, if they would have kept making games, they would have expanded Forge as well. But I'm just saying 343's contributions to Forge has been insane. Can we do actual loop-de-loops? Agent Papercraft? Yes, you can. Yes, you can. Oh my gosh, why does it do that? Anytime I... Ooh, Scout Trooper, that's pretty good. I bought Rocket Race map, that's pretty awesome. How quickly we need depends entirely on how modes and maps are implemented into matchmaking, yeah. Like, it is one of those things where, like, all that other stuff. Did I already tweet this out? No, I haven't. Let me tweet this out. Okay, hold on. There we go. Okay. Tweet. Tweet, 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 tweet. Okay, there we go. Now we're good. Let me make sure it actually did go to the right. You know, make sure. Okay, it did go to the right deal. Sweet. Sweet. All right. But yeah, like what you were saying on there, how quickly we need custom game browser depends entirely on how modes and maps are implemented in matchmaking. Yeah. There we go. There we go. I'd like to be able to run trees over with a scorpion tank and at least knock them down. That would be really nice, like breakable trees. That would be pretty cool. Yeah, that's something that bothered me in the campaign, that there was super teeny tiny trees and my scorpion tank would just completely get destroyed. Like, it would just get stopped by them. That bothered me. Yeah, that bothered me a lot. Some destructible trees, which I know destructible things are a lot more taxing on stuff, you know, but it still would be nice to have some, even if they just go like poof, like the fruit, you know, and everything. If they literally, you hit the tree and it poofs out of existence, I'm fine with that. Just like how the fruit does, I'm fine with that. Like, it's got to be small trees though, like tiny little trees. I came from to port Last Resort. Yeah, people are going to be, like, every Halo map is going to get remade the week of. Like, every single Halo map. Yeah. And a little shrapnel or wood chips coming off the trunks when you take a damage. That would be pretty cool too. Yeah, that would be pretty cool too. Better say nice things or ban Mongoose used from your account. Cliff, no. Could you imagine if you could actually do that? Like you legitimately like ban the use of a vehicle off of someone's account? Could you imagine? Like, oh my gosh, the troll moves. So that'd be like, I log in one day and I'm just like, oh man, I want to check out this, you know, map that I'm working on and stuff like that. Then all of a sudden, like, you know, I can't use the Mongoose anymore. That would be so ridiculous. No, yeah. As of this isn't on my Duquesne Plays channel. Anything Forge or whatever related is gonna be on here. Oh, we put that feature in just for you. Appreciate it. Hey, how about Cliff? How about y'all go in there and get my Ducab emblem in there? You know, y'all decided to name an emblem. Y'all decided to name an emblem after me in Halo 5, and then y'all rip it out with Infinite. What did I do? What did I do? Y'all just like, he didn't shill hard enough. So we had to rip out his Ducat emblem out of the game. Yeah, I existed. Oh man. All right, I'm so excited though for this. Existed, nothing personal. Yeah, in case if anyone wants to subscribe, I do have a Duquesne Plays channel. I know it's not very big. I do play other games on there. Feel free to subscribe to my Duquesne Plays channel, everyone. I will post it in the chat. Please love that channel. I'm trying to get to 1,000 subscribers so I can also get that one. Today I'm gonna live stream some more Plague Tale, you know, before Requiem comes out. I'm gonna be playing some more of that on there, and I'm gonna start doing like impressions and stuff like that, like impression reviews, not impressions like people like a review impressions and stuff on there. Just something simple, nothing as like super intense as like skill up or anything like that. That, you know, go like 30-minute videos or 20-minute videos talking in depth about everything. Just my, like, you know, first impressions of just playing the game, what I think, you know, and everything like that, you know. It's now 5. Do the SpongeBob voice. I can't do that voice. I can't do impressions. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about, like, I'm looking at something and I'm reviewing it. Do it. I can't do impressions. Like, really. I can't do impressions. Do the review as SpongeBob. Oh my gosh. If I could do impressions, that would be awesome. Like, if you were really good at impersonating things, like, that would be pretty cool, doing like reviews and changing your voice every single time. You know, like, in it, that would be pretty cool. I see you're using Opera. Yeah. I've been using Opera for a while. One thing I really like Opera about, if you click off of it, it has like the little video down here. Like, so you can go onto other stuff and you can look at all the insane, you know, ridiculousness of the Halo community on Twitter, but still watch your video down here. I do really like that. What about Rick from Rick and Morty? I do not watch Rick and Morty. I know. Abomination. I know. I'm terrible. Do the cheat voice. The only thing I could do is the typical, like, I need a weapon, you know, type of deal, but that's not even that good. Do a Duquesne 23 voice? All right. I'll do the Duquesne 23 voice. What's up, everyone? Duquesne 23 here, come to you with another Halo Infinite racetrack. Now, I'm really excited to bring this one for you today. You know, that's basically that. Y'all will be getting that once Halo Infinite starts happening there. Oh, we're starting.
Hey everyone, it's Unyshek here.
It's
and welcome to our
Unyshek.
final Forge Fundamentals video. Today we're going to be covering canvases and asset management. I'm joined by Michael Shore, lead Forge designer.
If I need to
How's
turn
it
up
going?
something,
It's
tell
going
me.
great. Glad to be here. We made it to the end.
Yeah, we made it to the final video.
I'll turn the sound up on there. It's pretty high.
But we've got one last video to knock out.
It's
let's
the
dive on
Forge
in.
Lord.
First, we're going to start with canvases.
Yep.
And we've got 6 canvases that we're going to launch with when the Forge beta comes out in November, correct?
That's correct. Yeah, we're looking at Arid right now, a desert theme. Huge props to the Forge art team for making these canvases. They're really gorgeous.
Oh, on the halo. That's beautiful.
Canvases
Anytime
are
you put a
nice.
halo in the background in the Vista.
Yeah, it's hard
a good
not to
time.
like
It's
it.
my boss, kinda. Yeah,
You'll
kind of.
see a
Except
lot
I'm not
of,
getting paid.
the default canvas elements and objects that we have in here. Basically, these are the things that you need to, as a bare minimum, to run the core game modes and have spawns and whatnot. And you can delete all that stuff.
And I
start
do
from
delete
scratch, but
all
they're
on
there
all
to
that
help
once
you
I
kinda get
load
a
up.
leg and get started.
Yeah, that way you could jump in at any moment, play a game on the map.
Exactly. This one's Ecliptic, and it's an outer space map. There
Ecliptic.
is no terrain, as it's outer space, but it's got some gorgeous planets in the skybox.
Nice. And those background kind of diamonds that we see in the distance, I know we touched on it in the previous video, but those are the boundaries?
Yeah,
for the canvas?
there's a diamond in each corner of the canvas
I will
showing you
say,
where the limits.
let me
of where
just tell
can
you,
build.
These
Okay,
canvases
gotcha. And the
do not look
size
that
of the
big,
canvases in
just
Halo
flying
Infinite, are
around
they
like
bigger
this.
than Halo 5?
They're
about
big.
double what
Oh,
they
wow.
were.
Okay.
In,
It's
about
in
double
Halo
the
5.
size.
They're 400
That's
by
massive.
400 by 150 tall, so plenty of room for like an arena map or a BTB map. This is
Double the
Institute.
size of Halo 5s.
This is a UNSC Academy
big boys.
theme. Kind of reminds me of the Northwest a little bit
Mhm,
with you know, the evergreens.
Kind of looks like it's on the live fire.
Yeah,
planet.
yeah, the
Kinda looks
same
like that,
same
yeah.
theme. The live fire.
This
theme
is a
very
good
much
canvas.
the same
Good
theme.
one.
This
This
one's
is Myers. Yeah, it's a marshy
Myers
wetlands environment.
or
It's pretty
wetlands.
cool. Lots
sun
of
reflection off the water.
yeah, it's
Oh,
really pretty.
Nice. A lot better than I would expect for a marsh. You know, it just it looks beautiful. Yeah. And this is all by the Forge art team.
Correct.
Nice.
Correct.
This is what will
Again, props
people
to
will be
them
using for
knocking it
water
out of the park.
on their
This
maps.
is called seafloor, so you can probably guess where the setting is supposed to be.
The floor of
It's in
the
space.
sea.
Right.
This makes sense to
Yeah.
me. Yeah.
So we had Fathom in Halo 5,
Mhm.
so a similar you could recreate Fathom on this if you wanted to.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
Tons of options for forgers, no matter where they want to
Yeah.
build their world.
Yep.
You know.
This is called Void, and this is by community request. This is as blank of
Yep.
a canvas as we could get. So there's basically skybox. There's no geometry. There's no terrain.
Yeah, it's like he
and
said.
it's
This
just
was
the
our
default
request.
objects, you and the skybox.
No geo above you or below you.
No.
Just
Yeah, just a
open.
blank
So
skybox.
If you wanted to, you could delete all this, and you'd be starting with the bare minimum.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's beautiful. And with being able to adjust the skybox, you can
Mhm.
really make this map look however you want.
Yeah, you can change the time of day. So
Yeah.
you could make this high noon. You could make this nighttime or anywhere in between.
Mhm.
And the skybox would change to show that.
Nice.
Yeah.
And now we wanted to take a look at a map that you built on Arid, correct?
Yes.
Nice.
Yeah. So I'm going to go to my
The
files.
sandbox, skybox. Yeah, kind of. Yeah.
I'm going to go to test map because I'm really creative
Yeah.
when I name things. Before I co-forge with you, I need to add you as a collaborator. How you do that is you go into the details of your map
Mhm.
and you go down to the bottom of this and it's manage collaborators.
All this stuff is awesome.
And collaborators are basically people who are going to have access to this file, this asset,
Mhm.
and they're going to be able to edit it and work with you to create something great. So in this case, I'm going to add a collaborator. You're already in my fire team. I know that's you. I'm going to confirm that. So now you are
nice.
listed in the collaborators. You might notice that my role is admin, which
Mhm.
means I have all the power. I can
The
make
Forge Lord
copies.
has
You
the
are
power.
Forge Lord.
I am the
so
Forge
I-
Lord. So maybe we should change this
Yes.
from admin to Lord. Like, we'll see if we can fix that string. And I can publish the asset, which we'll talk about a little bit later. I can add people to collaborator. I can
Mhm.
remove people from collaborators. I can also manage the versions, which we'll talk about a little bit. And I can delete the assets.
Huge.
You, as an editor, you have a subset of those functions to do, right?
You won't let me have full control?
You know what? I'm going to change it. I'm going to change you to co-owner, which is the
Okay.
other level.
I
And
can work with
basically,
that.
you can do everything except set yourself as admin and delete the asset.
Okay.
So is that okay?
Makes
Is that
sense.
Enough control.
I think that's safe for you.
Yeah, it is safe for
That's
me.
safer.
All right, cool. So So yeah, lots of
This is
power
such a
here
great
to work with others and as a team if you want to. Could be that you're really good at lighting and I'm really good at layouts, or vice versa. And so you find those people and work with them. I think now what we want to do is actually we're going to co-forge.
Okay.
So it looks like we're good to go. I'm just going to hit play.
You're
You
like,
should
it's
join
good to
in.
go.
Cool.
Yeah. So you
Co-forging.
can see I've really gone all out on this map, and I've added baby Giga Grunt.
And I've joined in.
There you
Yeah,
are.
see me.
Yeah, you're buzzing around. I
Yep.
dig it.
Looking good.
So
And
one of the
zip
things,
around.
so Forge now has a couple of different modes when you're collaborating with others in a session. There's edit mode, which is what we're in right now, which is where the majority of your work is done, right? There's
Mhm.
also test mode, which is a really quick, right where my monitor is, I want to
Yeah, the copy
test
protection.
out, like how this clamber works or how this jump works. It's really just about testing your geometry really quickly. And then we have play mode, which that builds it builds scripts, it turns on physics, and that's and players will spawn at proper spawn points.
Gotcha. And
um,
we showed that off a little bit in the second video with Connor.
We
Right,
did. We didn't
yeah.
really dive deep because I think we
Mhm.
knew we were going to go a little further into this.
Mhm.
And the main things that you need to know is that when you're co-forging, any player can switch between edit and test mode and not affect any other players. So if you want to go into test mode and I don't, or vice versa, it won't affect me. So like right now, I'm going to go into test mode. I'm cruising around. You can still be editing.
And I
you
can
be
like grab
doing
an object and push you with it.
you could try. Physics
I don't
isn't
know,
really
moving
running.
around.
Oh, maybe- no.
No, that's
Um,
funny.
But then we also have this concept of play mode, and
Mhm.
because it's running scripts and because it's running physics, that actually, when one person in the party in the fire team goes into play mode, everyone goes into play mode.
Okay.
So I'm going into play mode. I spawned at a real spawn point,
Mhm.
and there you are, right?
Mhm.
And physics works in here. You can get in vehicles and test things. You can grab the gravity hammer and
Oh no!
push things around.
Perfect.
Yeah, good times.
Push things around. That was a little more than
Yeah,
a push.
okay. Yeah, you can slam things around.
But now
Um,
I just brought us
yeah.
back into edit mode here.
Yep.
And another cool feature that we have is if I wanted to start moving your grunt, you can't.
Yeah,
Right?
I cannot select this object. It's got this big orange outline and fill
Mhm.
that's saying, "Hey, buddy, someone else has this."
Yeah.
So you
see
can
it.
kind of
grab
get
it or let go, and you can. If you,
Yeah,
yeah,
and
you
now
can
I've
grab
got it, and
and
now
I
you
can't
can't
get
do
it.
anything.
Yeah.
And then I can move it around if I want. I can scale it, and you'll see that in real time.
You can grab the
Very
gravity
nice.
hander
Yeah.
and
You invited
dip.
me onto your map. Now I'm going to take a look and see if I can make a really cool addition.
Yeah.
Something that might help spice the map up a little bit.
Let's do it.
And you trusted
Is
me.
it a
I'm
racetrack?
gonna see if it works. It looks like it is working. I'm gonna make a bigger, badder grunt here for you, and I call
Perfect.
him Giga Grunt Unleashed.
Yeah, he definitely looks angry.
He is ready to blow some stuff up with his plasma grenades and great armor.
That's great.
Love it.
Fantastic.
Love
I'm glad I could make a fantastic addition to your map.
All right, well, I'm going to save this.
Are you sure?
Because I do like it. And
Quick save.
yeah, I think it's time to talk about some of the other features.
Okay.
Now that we've saved a couple times, and this map's ready for prime time. We just put this in a playlist right now, right?
Yeah, you can load in. After you've saved this, now we want to take a look at the version history.
Correct. Yeah. So version history is every time you save a map, it creates a version, and you can find that
What's up,
version
Barbud?
history in the asset details.
This
screen.
is so awesome, the version history.
And so you can see that earlier I created the map.
Mhm.
At some point I added Giga Grunt. And by the way,
You could add
I added
notes.
those notes. They weren't auto-populated or anything like
Okay,
that. I changed the map name at some point.
So that way,
but
if you
then we
want to
were
go
just a
back in
session and we made a
and
save.
to a previous
What version
version,
history lets you do
So great.
is keep track of your progress through a map. You might add mountains, or you might add a Giga Grunt and go, you know what, I really didn't like that, and maybe I should go back
Yeah.
from Giga Grunt Unleashed to just plain old Giga Grunt.
Yeah. So if I come in, drop in my Giga Grunt Unleashed, save it, you'd see it that I saved it in the save by column.
Yep.
But then you could go back and also go to an older version and
Yeah.
load that up if
Yep.
you wanted.
Yeah.
Wow.
versions are immutable, which is great. So like if you create a version and I decide I don't want your version and I want to go back
Come
to
on.
GigaGrunt, just hypothetical. I can go and open version 3 and if I open version 3 right now, it would basically create version 10. And 4, 8, and 9, I'm not sure. I think I deleted versions 5, 6, 7, and 8 earlier.
Okay.
So lots of flexibility here to, retain work and understand whether people have done. If I want to add notes to this, I can select the version and go over here and edit notes. And now I can go added GigaGrunt Unleashed. And so I can talk to my collaborators and go, hey, this is what I did on this version. And
this is what I've been working on.
Yeah, this is very similar to how devs work when they check in work. Obviously there's notes. And so everyone can go, oh, I added spawns here.
Such
or I
a good
changed the
thing.
geo here or something. So pretty powerful. There's the potential for hundreds or even thousands of versions on a map, depending on how often you save it.
Yeah, always be saving.
Always be saving, right? And so, like, let's say we're 3 weeks down the line, and I want to use GigaGrunt as for whatever, as a basis of a new map or something. The server will delete things that are not locked every 30 days. So it looks like I previously locked it. So I can unlock it. But if I didn't want this to be deleted, I would just go over here, I'd lock it again. And then after 30 days on November 4th, right before Forge launches, it would not get deleted.
Nice. So this saves people from making their own map and writing the title as map v3 themselves, then map v4 after every single save.
Correct.
Wow. Super helpful.
Yeah. If you clone a map, you will lose the versions on that clone. We don't.
Okay.
If you have 100 versions of map A and you clone it and you call it map B will not have all those versions. It'll be like you're starting from scratch.
Okay.
Makes sense.
Yep.
And then if we wanted to publish a version here, how would we go about doing that?
Yeah, so publishing
with people.
Publishing is a new concept for Halo Infinite. It's a little different. Right now, if I wanted to share a map with you, I could add you as a collaborator, or I could publish it.
Okay.
And this is where this screen, the version history, again, from the asset details page, you select the version of the asset that you want to publish, right? No offense, but I'm going to go back to GigaGrunt.
Ooh, went back to
I'm gonna publish
GigaGrunt.
that. And then once I've
Unished
done
getting
that,
destroyed.
My heart.
that is that version will be the published version of the map, and that will be the thing that shows up in any queries. So if you go to the content browser, which we're going to talk about in a little bit, and you search, you'll be able to find your map now.
Okay. So you could find it in content browser, or if I go to your profile, search your files, it's right there, ready and available to be bookmarked.
Yes. Search your file share.
Yeah. So
file
lots of
share is
interesting
in
ways
Infinite.
to
Oh my
collaborate
gosh.
with others, manage your
Crazy
files.
you have to explain that.
And control what's public or not.
Okay. After I've bookmarked it, I can only play it and I can't forge it. Or, sorry, there's a setting for this.
There is a setting. So depending
I
on...
set you up for that.
You did. I appreciate that. Depending on what you as the author want to do with your map, you can toggle copy protection on or off. And basically what this does is it either allows or disallows people cloning your map.
That's it.
This is another request from the community to prevent people from stealing their work or leveraging your work.
Yeah, for some reason, people thought copy
to,
protection was some sort of
saying that you did it.
monetizing
Yes.
thing
Right.
and stuff like that. It's like, what? No,
There's
it's just
pros
so
and
people
cons
can't
to both.
save.
So it's
your
up to
maps.
the players to kind of figure out what they want to do. But this, when you turn copy protection on, it will prevent others from copying your map and playing it in Forge. They'll just be able to play it in custom games.
Cool. So locks it down to that environment.
Yep.
So they can't potentially try and steal it and claim it as their own.
Which kind of leads into credits, right? We have now the idea of accreditation. And if you are a collaborator on a map and you save the map at any point, or you're part of that session, you will be listed in the credits. And that is permanent. If this week, if I said, hey, you're my collaborator and we work together, and then next week I removed you from the as a collaborator, you would still be listed in the credits. This is permanent.
Okay.
And
This is
also,
good.
if I have copy protection turned off and someone else clones the map, we are also still listed in the credits of that cloned map.
Nice. Cool.
Yeah.
So if someone does try and copy your map, you're always still there in the credits.
Yes.
Yeah.
If you
very
want
nice.
to allow people to clone your map, which you should, you know, you'll still be listed as the owner or the original author.
Very
Just good.
nice.
I love the
And
credit
for
system.
people to discover it, we did talk about published maps. They can go into the community tab here and take a look. We've got recommended, we've got popular. That'll sort by the most popular of each map mode or prefab.
Parmaplex, that's
and then we
something
also
to
have
ask the
Browse All,
Forge
which is
Lord.
Very similar to
I would
Halo
ask him on
5's,
Twitter if he doesn't
content browser.
explain it here.
You search for files. You can do search by tags and/or keywords, things like that. So if you're looking for an Eiffel Tower, you can type in Eiffel Tower, and prefabs or maps that match that will show up. Recommended is this is a query that we internally populate with content that we've found and vetted.
Okay. Similar to Halo 5 also had that. Yep.
Exactly. And then
cool.
popular maps, that's most played in the last 7 days. Prefabs is most bookmarked in the last 7 days, and popular modes is most played in the last 7 days. So hopefully this page is going to be really dynamic with a lot of cool community content once we launch in
Stuff
November.
that's always fresh and popular.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
trending.
Yeah.
Very cool. And then if players wanted to jump in on these creations,
3 for 3.
in
Well, that's
season
the
3,
recommended
we're gonna have
ones.
the
The recommended
custom
are
game browser
basically
launching
3 for
in
3
season
favorites.
3, next year as well. Correct?
Yeah. So right now, when Forge launches, if you wanted to play these things, you could create your own custom games. But in season 3, we'll have the custom games browser, which will allow you to more easily find those kind of custom games.
Nice, and just
Yeah.
jump right into
Jump
a
right in.
session in progress. Nice. And that's going to be pretty similar to Halo 5's was as well.
Very similar experience. Yes.
Very cool. Very cool. So I think that wraps up what we wanted to cover today with canvases and asset management. Before we go, though, we've finished 4 Forge videos in great depth. Do you have anything else you want to say to our players before they get their hands on it in November?
Well, first of all, thanks to you. This has been really fun to do this. So I'm super excited that we're finally at the end. What I've said in the last videos echoes true still, as I'm just super excited to see what people create. Like to me, like Connor said, surprise us. I fully expect to be amazingly surprised on November 8th, right? I think it's going to be insane to what comes out and what we see and what we get to play that day.
Yeah, it is very exciting. It's got to be extra special for you and the team, having worked on it all these years, to finally put it out there for our players. So very happy for you guys.
Thank you.
As well. But that's going to do it for us here today with our final Forge Fundamentals video. Thank you so much for watching
I
the
appreciate
entire
it, Gold.
series. We appreciate it, and we hope you enjoyed. And we look forward to hopefully seeing you here in Seattle for the Halo World Championship.
Sorry, can't go. I
If
got
not,
a family thing.
We hope you join us online for the release of the Winter Update on November 8th, which will, of course, have the Forge beta.
All right.
Thank you so much for watching, and we will see you all next time.
Yay! So, what do y'all think? What do y'all think of that? Like, I'm just gonna go ahead and mute it and stuff. What did y'all think? Did y'all like it? Was it neato? Can I like get off of this so we don't have the chat here? There, we'll just do that. There we go. Let's go ahead and copyright was a bonus. Definitely a bit more at ease. Yeah, for sure. Love new. Yeah, the copy protection thing, like that's the deal that, like, I tried to explain to people, you know, and stuff. Like, I don't understand why people thought copy protection was some sort of like monetizing copyright, whatever thing. It's like, no, it's just because that was always been a huge issue in Forge. Music's too loud. All right, what about now? Okay, how about now? Is that good? But yeah, basically though, like copyright stuff, like off of like people saving over your maps and claiming them as their own, has been an issue in past games. And so it's just one of those things where it's like, yeah, it's so great that if you do want to lock your map down where they can't save it and even jump into Forge on it and do anything, then you can do that. Like if you just want to lock it down, you know, that's great. So that's also, even though I don't think people should do this with certain things, like if let's say they create something super like unique, like a scripting type of deal, maybe they want to lock it down, but maybe they want to lock their map down so no one else can be able to use the script stuff, you know, on there. And then basically, like, maybe later on they can release a prefab of the script or something like that. So that way, you know, on the map, they can release the map to show off, oh, look at this cool thing that I just made. But then later on, they're like, okay, in a week's time, I'll have this as a prefab. You know, so that's kind of neat. And so that way they can also kind of jumble it all up nice and neat for the prefab rather than people going into the map and ripping it out of the map or something like that. So overall, it's awesome. I love the copy protection thing. So just in case people do want to do that, I personally won't be doing that on, I can't think of any maps I'm going to be doing that on, honestly. I'm just going to leave them open. I don't care if people jump in and, you know, jump into my maps. But I think, you know, most people will probably keep it off. Some people might keep it on. That's also something I was going to ask. What is y'all's go-to canvas on here? So is your go-to arid is the desert one. Yeah, I have no idea, Cryptum. I have no idea. People think 343, because 343 has had some issues with stuff. But people just immediately think 343 and like think the worst of everything. Like they thought there's gonna be no file share system in Halo Infinite, and I'm just like, what are y'all talking about? Of course there's gonna be a file share in Infinite. You know, like of course there's going to be, but they're like, well, it is 343 after all. I'm like, 343 had a file share in Halo 4. They had a file share in, you know, Halo 2 Anniversary. They had a file share in Halo 5. Of course they're gonna have it in Infinite, you know, and stuff. But yeah, so there's Arid. Arid, you know, it's a nice canvas. You know, I like all the canvases that are on here. I can't give, of course, details, but since they actually shown them, I guess I could talk about it and just say I like it. You know, I like it. You know, I like this canvas here. It's definitely nice to, if you want to do some sort of desert theme, you know, of course it works well. It's nice to have a nice little desert canvas. It's good to have all the variety of different stuff on here. And then this one is, I just call this one the space canvas. I just call this one the space canvas. Eclectic, but you know, it's like I'm just gonna say space canvas. I'm sorry. It's just easier to just go the space canvas on here. But yeah, this one is also like, I don't use this one as much. Of course, if you want to do a space theme, like a Star Wars theme thing or just some sort of space, you're going to use this. But I actually use the blank canvas more if I'm going to be doing something where it doesn't have a ground or anything like that. But yeah, this is one also. Institute is one that I'm using and stuff. I like this canvas because, of course, with the terrain inheritance terrain options, this has a great terrain for the terrain inheritance because you get the dirt and the grass and stuff like that you get on here. Like you get all the nice dirt and everything. Look, and of course the inheritance has great blending of materials and everything like that. So if you do want to go for something that's like more of a normal human world type of thing, I highly suggest this canvas because yeah, the terrain inheritance really helps kind of mesh the terrain pieces together. Because if you are on the blank canvas or something, you won't have that terrain inheritance, so you will definitely be able to see a lot easier the lines between the two terrain pieces that you place down. So the terrain inheritance on this one is really good as well, which you can always cover up the mountains and stuff if you don't want to with scaling. So Myers is a fantastic, this is what I think a lot of people are going to be using because it actually has water on it. I definitely want a Tidal type of canvas sometime, you know, in the future. That would be great. If you didn't know, Tidal in Halo 5 was the all water canvas. It was just literally just like straight water. I definitely want that, because that would be really nice to be able to have, because, you know, this has water and they have some large. Now remember, these canvases don't necessarily look that big right here. These, like, if you see between the, like, there's a line here, basically you can see where the canvas ends. You know, it basically comes like right here, comes over here, and then comes right there. It, like, you can see where it kind of ends, and it doesn't necessarily look that big. Like, if you're just looking at it like this, you're like, oh, that's not really that big. There's the line right there. No, these canvases are 2 times the size of Halo 5's canvas. You all got to remember, I built Forge World in Halo 5. And I was able to fit the entire Forge World, except for a certain small sections of the Forge World I had to squish down a little bit, because Halo 5's Tidal canvas was large enough to fit Forge World in it. These canvases are 2 times bigger. Like, it's crazy. Like, this doesn't look that big, but they are big. Like, it just visually, if you actually drop down and start running around it or drive a vehicle on it, you're like, okay, yeah, this is gonna take a while, you know, to like drive around. So yeah, it's crazy. Yeah, the size is misleading on Tidal, exactly, as it, like what you're saying. Halo 5 had the same issue. If you're flying overhead, you're like, okay, this doesn't look that big, but it is huge. It's huge. I can't say. I can't say on that. There, Azza. So not commenting about how possibly deep that water is. But here's the seafloor, basically similar to Halo 5's depths canvas. But yeah, so this is, again, it's a great underwater. So if you do want to build something underwater, here you go. You got it. And of course you can adjust everything. Like, you can adjust all the stuff, like all the, you know, like with all these canvases, you're able to adjust the sun position, the lighting, and everything like that, which is great. Which I do want to recreate on this canvas, my Atlantis map, my Atlantis BTB map. Let me see if I can find that real quick. The Atlantis BTB map that I was making, you know, in Halo 5, and I think I released it, but I didn't fully finish it. On here, like this one right here, I was making it underwater in the depths canvas and stuff, and so basically, like, this is what I was doing. As you can tell, it's still a work in progress. It's actually finished now, like, but these shots were, I just did in work in progress shots here. Halo 5 graphics, yeah, oh my gosh, it's so rough. It is so rough. But basically, though, like, this is a BTB map that is very vehicle focused. As you can tell, there's vehicle jumps that, like, there's jumps all around. There's jumps over this way, jumps over this way. You know, the vehicle area, like, you can drive around, you can turn down these hallways right here and go to the left and go across the bridge and go to the right. Yeah, you could tell this is definitely not finished. All this like this. I don't know if I have a finished whatever one on here, but yeah. I want to remake that on here because I really like that, you know, and stuff. Which really, you could tell the size of the canvas right here, kind of. Like, look at the platform. That is I think the largest, I don't know the size of it exactly, but I don't know. It may be like that. What is it? The one in Halo 5, the 256 by 256 or whatever, you know, platform that may be that size. I don't know the size, but as you can tell, you can't even really see the spawn points down here and stuff. Like, you can tell the size of the canvas. It's huge. The canvases are massive, and stuff. So I'm so pumped that people are going to be able to create some really great maps, because for one, you can put way more detail in Halo Infinite's maps, and then also you can, you know, have a lot more area to be able to build, you know, like just put like 7,000 objects out on a map. Like, it's fantastic. But yeah, so this is the one Void here that I use whenever I just want to have no terrain, and I just want to build something up in the air and stuff like that. So the thing is, though, if you do want to use terrain inheritance, you can't go on this canvas because it'll just kind of be black because there's no terrain at all on here. So something to remember. Yeah, 1600 budget on Halo 5 doesn't feel like 1600 with how many duplicate pieces you have to use. Yeah. Like, it's crazy, though. Like, a 1600 budget in Halo 5 goes to, like, Infinite is, like, 7,000. Like, that is just crazy. And it actually runs fairly well. Like, we saw in some of the videos of the other maps that they showed in some of these other videos, like, the maps ran smooth and stuff, which is crazy. Like, the maps ran real smooth, which is great. That's exactly what, which I'm excited. I'm excited for all this type of stuff. Oh man, yeah, we really want Sarah Cones when he was doing high ground on stream. Wow, that's crazy. But not to mention the object scaling will reduce piece count because we don't have to use a ton of blocks. Yeah, exactly. Age of Papercraft. Yeah, like the object, scaling is also huge. Like the fact that you can scale objects, like. Again, I'm just doing an example of me in Halo 5 remaking Forge World. Like, how many rock objects I had to use to remake Forge World was, like, absolutely crazy. Which I have the Forge World video. I think that's the first one here. Oh, do I not have that there? Did I remove that? Oh. Like, look at the visuals also of Forge World here. Like, look at this. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna throw up. I'm gonna throw up at what it looks like. Look at that. But oh my gosh, the lighting is so bad in Halo 5. Oh my gosh, this is like that is, look at that. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Ooh, waterfall. Yeah, I attempted to do the waterfall on there. But yeah, it was a bit rough. It was a bit rough doing that waterfall because Halo 5's FXs, if you put like 5 of them out, it starts deleting FXs and stuff. Yeah, it's bad. But yeah, like, doing all this, like having all these, do we have it like, oh, here. There's like the waterfall right there I kind of did with Halo 5. I wanted to do more detail in here in the Coliseum area, but I ran out of pieces. I literally hit max budget and I couldn't do anything else. But yeah, like you look at, here it is, this right here. You know how many rocks I had to put down for this? Like, cause it's not like, these were basically the largest rocks right here. Like, this is the Rock Coliseum, or whatever you call it. Like, that's pretty much, like, the largest rock, and same thing with this one right here and stuff. Like, we basically, like, had to... and that's also Rock Coliseum right here. Like, so many rocks went into this. Tiny cat ears? No, that's Olive the pig. Olive the pig. The little pig. Now we can officially say it does indeed look like clay. Yeah, no joke. No joke. But yeah, like the amount of rocks that I did with this was crazy. And the thing is, it's like to be able to make everything here, I was able to fit it all. I think the parts that I shrunk, was like right here, like this little area, all this, I had to shrink this a little bit. But all like the coagulation and the island here and all this type of stuff was all the correct size on it. So of course people, I'd had some races on it, but yeah. Probably make this in like 2 hours of Infinite because of scaling, yeah. But the thing is though, I wanted to put a lot of detail into it as well. Now remake the entire campaign map. Actually, the Halo, like campaign, like Halo CE, Halo level, you could probably remake in Infinite. Yeah, I would think so. We can change the colors of rock terrain ourselves now. No. I don't think like rock, like rock changing of stuff you can't do. But terrain, yes. On there, so you can change the colors of the terrain. But yeah, it's oh man, yeah, I want to make it in finer detail. I want to make it more exact, because the problem is, like, you could tell the rocks right here. You don't have scaling, so it's like I had to like basically like piece rocks together for all this type of stuff, to be able to make it work. And of course, some rocks turn black because once you hit a certain light map count, like and stuff, like it turns objects black and stuff. But yeah, screw it, I'll make my own rocks. Yeah, it's one of those things where having this is great, but man, look at the lighting. It's just so like it's so bad. The lighting is just so bad. Yeah, we don't have to break physics for Warthog anymore. Yeah. What's up, Scout Trooper? But yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited. Like, these canvases are huge. Like, insanely huge. Which I know I said on Twitter, I want to remake a lot of my maps. Of course, I want to remake, Forge World. I want to remake Forge World in Infinite, of course. It makes sense that I want to do that. And I also want to remake some other maps, like some of my most popular ones. Just because they're fun. Like, it's fun to go in there and like remake maps, especially with a better Forge. Like, you can put a lot more detail into stuff. You could put the lighting looks so much better. Like, I want to go in there and like actually do that type of stuff where you can put more detail, more fun things in there, so you can actually make stuff look a lot prettier and everything. So I'm really excited. Yeah, I'm excited to work on those things and have them released for everyone to be able to play. So Eyeball Race and a Rocket Race version, excellent. Yeah, the scripting in Infinite is super powerful, so you are able to do some pretty wild things with scripting in Infinite. So I'm excited people take, though, like, just stuff like like a normal Forge, like a normal race mode or something that they have with scripting, but really change it to something extremely unique. Just because the scripting, you're able to do some extremely unique things like that. So it's like that's another thing that I'm really excited for. People just taking like normal modes and just making them super unique with the special scripting stuff. Arpod can remake Underwater Man Dive with even more like vegetation underwater, which is crazy. That's why it's honestly like, you take Arpod's like a lot of his stuff, like, and he can just remake a lot of this stuff and just straight up like make it super dense with vegetation like that. What's that? I can't remember what it's called, but that one that has the railroad tracks, I really like that one that Arpod made. The racetrack that has the railroad track in it. But it's like, you could take that and just make it way more detailed. Like, you could do a full-on, like, Cliffside Mine is one that I want to remake. I made that in Halo 5 on here. Let's see here. There we go. Cliffside Mine, Halo 5. Trick Driving Race with Flips. This one did pretty decent. Where's my Cliffside Mine remake? Because I remade. Remastered? Did I call it remastered? Cliffside Mine remastered. Boo-doo. Did I ever make a video over that? No, I may not have made a video over that. Oopsies. Well, I may have never made a video over Cliffside Mine Remastered. Oh, that's hilarious. That is hilarious. I don't think I ever made it. Well, here's the original Cliffside Mine. Look at this old intro. Nice. didn't remember you mastering it. Yeah, I remastered it. Halo Vanguards. I love that intro. That was made by Jeff from Halo Tracks. But this is Cliffside Mine. But yeah, basically I remade Cliffside Mine in Halo 5. Like I made it. This was like I think my first map in Halo 5, but I remade it later on in Halo 5. I got a lot of unfinished maps. You know, maybe I'll make it. Maybe I'll just be like make a video where it's just explaining. This was before 343 came out with an update. Gosh, look how all of the Spartans glow inside this dark cave. Like they just light up. No shadows on them at all. No shadows on them at all. But basically, like, you know, like this was before. See how much you can like do crazy flips and stuff with your mongoose. This was before 343 decided to put more weight on the mongoose and limited the amount of like control of midair in your mongoose. You still had control in midair, but there was a lot more that you had before that. Like as you notice, you can I think do a triple, you know, backflip and stuff if you do it right. Like if you notice everyone's able to just like perfectly control stuff, it's fantastic. It's fantastic. I wonder what my Halo 5 file deletion stream, like look how much you light up in completely dark except for small little lights. This is what my original Cliffside Mine looked like on here. You know, like, oh my gosh. Okay, this is going the other way. This is going the other way, and you actually do the jump here. You know what? Should we hop into Halo 5 to look at it? Because it's either in the stream or I jump in. I wonder, I think there was one time I made it like perfectly on here. Oh yeah, I have a nice front flip there. Oh, that was a little rough. That was a little rough. Let's try how about try number 3? Try number 3. Whee! Get a double? Get a triple? Nope. Oh, my old channel. Gosh, so sad. My old channel. Can you pull up the Sandcrawler video to see the quality? Sure. Oh man, 11 years ago. Holy. Ah! Here, do you want to hear my voice and stuff? Oh yeah, here we go. Look at the flashing, good old Halo Reach flashing. And guys, this is only in 720p. And I had to do this type of music because it would have got copyrighted otherwise. Oh, look at this. Oh man, it's so great. Was this before I talked?
Right there.
Oh wait, there we go.
This one's called Star Wars Sandcrawler. Before I get too much into it, that jump right there is about 90% consistent in 5 hours, but I got it as good as possible. This track is really fun. It pretty much incorporates every single type of racetrack. It has a little bit of roller coaster, a little bit of double wide, a little bit of terrain.
Oh, that's great. I love. Do you want to see my original? Here you go. Here you go. Oldest. Here you go. I used to put the downloads in my title on here, everyone. I used to put downloads in my title. I don't think I talked in this one though. I think the first one I talked in is this one right here. Oh, that's copyrighted music now. This band was very small back in the day called Nothing More. Oh my gosh, look at the aspect ratio at 480p. Yes. This is probably recorded with my Dazzle. Oh man. So good on here. This is so great. Like, I can't play the music on here. Look at my camera work on here. Oh, this is, oh man, this is something. This is, oh man. Unfortunately, I know it's all just music here. I do not talk at all in my first, few videos. Look at Candyland. Should I remake Candyland? That would be a good deal. Remake Candyland race, but make it exactly the same, but just add vegetation and stuff like that in it. Like, have the track exactly the same. So it's like literally showing what you can do from Halo Reach, and I believed I like maxed out Halo Reach on this, or close to it or something like that. But literally have the exact same track layout, but then just add insane amount of vegetation. Of like all the different, like the lollipop forest, the candy cane forest, like, you can have the gumdrops, the whatever, the lake that's over there, like the, just all that different types of stuff. Oh man, watching this on a 55-inch screen is brutal. Look at this. It's 480p. Oh man, this is something else. This is something else. Then there's Daisy Cruiser. I love that I put all the downloads, because back then I was like, I cannot believe this had 22,000 downloads or something like that. I was mind blown on that type of stuff. So look at Daisy Cruiser. Will this be copyrighted? I don't know if it'll be copyrighted. I tried to copy exactly, that. It's probably copyrighted, so I'm not going to keep it going with the music there. Oh, and this is me where I can only get 2 other people to race with me for this. But Daisy Cruiser was also a fun one. Look at all these things. Oh my gosh, the stuff that we had back then. The Reach Mongoose is still amazing, though. The Reach Mongoose is still amazing. Lord of the Rings, Helm's Deep. We'll eventually get to the first one I talk on right here. Helm's Deep here. Lord of the Rings, look at that. I think it looks pretty good, honestly. I think it looks pretty good. Pretty good racetrack. I just raced by myself for the video. Zelda Raceway Part 1. Someone told me I couldn't make. Oh. I had to do the remix, so it won't get copyrighted. Look at this, everyone, though. Look. We are in high quality 480p right now. The Obronco specials. Oh my gosh. Oh man, memories. What happened to Obronco? Like I recently, not recently, but like earlier in the year, I talked to what's his name? Oh my gosh, Laid Back Gaming. There you go. I talked to Laid Back Gaming and stuff like a while ago. Maybe a year ago or something like that, and I wonder what happened to Obronco, because he just kind of dropped off completely. Man, that's something there. That is something there. Okay, and then what do we have? We have a Harry Potter Grounds. When do I hit the like higher quality stuff? Nope, we are still in 480p. We are going through the Quidditch field here. And then we're going up to Hagrid's hut. Rip the actor for Hagrid. So sad. Oh my gosh. Old school. And then Mirror Madness. I really liked Mirror Madness. I think Mirror Madness was a very unique map because it was exactly the same. Like, that's why it's called Mirror Madness. Like, basically imagine the blue grids are a mirror. So everything that you go down with, like you're going down right here, it also goes up the same way, going the opposite direction. Like right here, it's all exactly the same vertically, like a mirror. So once you go on the other side of this blue deal up here, it's exactly the same as what you're doing here, but flipped upside down. So it was definitely really interesting of a map, and I really enjoyed making that map on there. Okay, here's the first one that I talk. Right here. All right, hold on. It's loading. What, can it not? with my Transformers style intro. Don't start with me, game. Let me real quick go back. What am I doing? Go to view history, go back to Mirror Madness. Okay. Go back to here, go here, and go oldest. Is it gonna work?
And no armor abilities, so people can't go invis and. Hey, what's up, guys? This is Duquesne23. Yes, just Duquesne23. I decided to change my gamertag because I've been getting a lot of messages on my YouTube channel saying that I've been copying Duquesne238's maps.
Isn't that insane? That's the whole reason why I changed my gamertag. My gamertag was originally Duquesne238, but my YouTube channel was Duquesne23. So I changed my gamertag to Duquesne23 because people on YouTube thought I was copying Duquesne238's maps by claiming them as my own on my Duquesne23 channel. So I had to change my gamertag to match my YouTube on there.
So, yeah, there's no way to make people actually pop up and, you know, try to do something so the guy up top can kill him. So I just made a Sniper Mole map, and it's really fun with a lot of people. I'll have the down.
That is the very first time I talked in a video. The very first time I talked in a video. How about that? Oh, man. That was innocent young Duquesne. I was still like 20-something. You know, whenever I did it. I was still 20-something whenever that happened. Oh, my gosh. Okay, so, hey, how about this? How about we go ahead and load up Halo 5. We're not going to load up Halo 5 on console because that means I got to get up and unplug a whole bunch of stuff. I'm going to load up Halo 5 to show y'all the maps that I have not released yet. You know? Like the ones that I haven't released yet on here. So we'll just load it up here on PC. I think this is one of the first custom names I actually liked on Reach. Are you talking about my Sniper Mole? Hold on, this is still running in the background. Might as well exit out of that. Hey, look at my background. And then look. See, look, I was working on my thumbnail. This is how I make my thumbnails, everyone, if you're curious on how I make my thumbnails. See, basically, I take a regular image that I found and stuff, or an image that I take from a game. Then I cut out the actual object that I want to overlap, you know, which it would be this object right here. See that object? And then I put a nice little shadow on it. And then what I do is I take this and I go like this and I grab right here. I go like this and then I copy and paste just this section of what I selected. And that's what turns into this. If you notice, there's literally just this right here. But of course it has a shadow and everything in the background. And then I overlay this over it so it has a little bit of depth. So it goes over the background image there, and it actually goes over everything right here, so it looks like it's a nice little deal. And then that's where I put in the lettering, and I put that overlaying to show a little bit of depth. Yay for thumbnails! I actually really like this, like me doing thumbnails like this. I think this is going to be my ongoing. I've been doing a lot on my Duquesne Plays channel, you know, which also, if you do want to check out my Duquesne Plays here, yes, I'm going to keep on promoting my Duquesne Plays channel. I need to get it to 1,000 subs. Please go subscribe. Love y'all. But yeah, so yeah. Where's? Okay, there we go. Gotta turn it down. Oh yeah, I forgot I turned down this. Let's go ahead and let's put in some Halo Infinite music. Halo Infinite. There we go. What is it? Now that you got it slightly chubbier from Mini Oreos and Bunny Dad Duquesne. Exactly. Okay, so let's go ahead and look at some of the maps that I have not finished. Always go blue team because blue team's better. My bookmarks. Or should I go not my bookmarks, my files? There we go. Canyon Raceway. I don't know. Hey, look, I'm on YouTube. Okay, nice. There's a Forge World. Rock Hoppin'. Did I make a video for Rock Hoppin'? I think I did. Cliffside Mine. But this is the original Cliffside Mine, at least I think. Molecules was such a cool video. Arcane Coast. Did I release that one, the Arcane Coast? I don't know if I did. Oh my gosh. Hog Wheels, Cartoon Canyon, Winter's Peak. There's Cliffside Mine remix. There's good. Did I release the Alpine Rally remaster video? I don't even know if I did. But here's Cliffside Mine. We can go ahead and play it in Forge. Well, can I play it in Forge? I don't know. How about we play it in a custom? Not find a custom. Gosh, I hate that so much. Why is find a custom game at the top? That should be like way down here. Play custom game. Okay. And then start. We're going. Oh no, wait, don't start. I don't have it as. Oh my gosh, I didn't put it as a race game type. Oh my gosh. It's been a while, everyone. Don't make fun of me, please. It's been a while, okay? Everyone got a free Mixer Pro sub for a year. Oh yeah. Free Mixer sub. Oh man. See, this is the remix version of that Cliffside Mine one that y'all saw a little while ago. This is basically updated version of it. Oh my gosh, look at this. Oh wow, this is so bad. I gotta end the game because of the fact that it's not like I accidentally did it in there. Game type, my files. Mongoose is loose. There. Shipwreck code in your files? Yeah, because I think I started to like try to redo it, but then, you know, lost interest because Infinite's Forge. So, you know, it's like, meh, I'll wait. I gotta wait till there's a you know, nice canvas or something, a nice like titled water canvas. So basically, here we go. This is the ship. This is the Cliffside Mine. You know, which it's updated. It looks a whole lot better than what the original one did. Like I even added like stuff like this up at the top. You know, a lot of different stuff, and it looks a lot better. The terrain looks a lot better than what it originally did with the Cliffside Mine. On here, and you pretty much do a front flip on there every time, and you have to drive the Halo 5 Mongoose. Yeah. Over here, take notes on maps that I want to. Yeah. This is an extra little way right here. It doesn't go the jump way. Yeah, this is my Cliffside Mine map. We could also look at the Atlantis one because that's one that I wanted to. Whoops. I forgot. That doesn't break. Why does it sound better now? Do y'all hear that? It just changed sound. It sounded like a little peep, and then now it has a deeper sound. Oh, Halo 5. Gosh, this is so slow compared to the Infinite Goose. The Infinite Mongoose is so ridiculously fast. And this thing is so slow. Yay, we finished. Yeah, this remix is definitely a lot better than what it was previously. Like the first version of it. Okay, so I love the Cartoon Canyon. I want to do something like that again. Did I ever release Alpine Rally Remaster? I'm not sure if I ever did. I don't know. Void Enduro Race. Hey, the Halo Infinite demo. What if you recreate the Halo Infinite demo, but in Halo Infinite? Atomic is one of my favorite maps I made. Winter's Peak, yeah. That would be a good one to remake. Gosh, look at the just lighting on that type of stuff. Ugh. Bleh. 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 Alright. Did you see Atlantis anywhere? I don't know where Atlantis is. Oh my gosh, Cobble. Remember whenever I was making that one? Entombed. Ah, Yoshi's Circuit. McDonald's. Cold-blooded. Oh my gosh. You want to talk about an old map? Yeah, I don't know if I have a picture for Atlantis on here. Atlantis full. Is this the actual correct version of Atlantis? Atlantis full V2. Aha! Okay, hold on. Atlantis full V2. Link screenshots. Do I have any type of screenshots on there? I don't think I do. Yep. Nope. I don't think so. So it's not gonna have a screenshot. Playing a custom game. Mongoose Race, start. Oh, hey, the community track. Yeah, I definitely want to redo the community track. And the great thing is, it'll save everyone that has worked on the map, so I don't have to try to remember. Because whenever we had the community track, I just let people join and leave and all that type of stuff and add what they want. So I was like, I don't remember who made all this. You know, I only remember a few people. But yeah, it'll be really nice to see the full thing. Yeah, this is, I think, the completed version of Atlantis, which I would love to be able to build this in Infinite, because I think this is a fun map to be able. Oh, why did I make this a racetrack? Oh my gosh, Atlantis isn't a racetrack. I'm so dumb. I'm having to change all this stuff over and over again for this because I'm dumb. Okay, Atlantis V2 game mode. No, the game mode is just normal Slayer. Big Team Slayer, sure. Go. Game mode. Yeah. Sweet. Alright. Oh, by the way, everyone, I saw some people subscribe to my second channel. I appreciate that. Because of the fact that that gives me a little bit closer to 1,000 subs. So I can possibly get that one monetized as well. And there's also, whenever you hit 1,000 subs, you're able to also get like community like features where you can ask questions and stuff like that. Jeez, this is so bad. Like, can we please audio video? Is there no? Can you not change the deal here? Oh my gosh, you can't change it, can you? I thought it was 500 subs for community tab. I thought it was 1,000. I don't know. Hopefully get to 500 subs then. So here is Atlantis. You know, get a nice cool effect there. You get an like it's a BTB map. Some good old rally hogs and things. I think it's a pretty fun map. Is it a great, like, competitive BTB map? No, not at all. But each side, like, over here is the, you know, the overshield, and I think on the other side is the invis. And rockets right here spawns in the center. Yeah, the invis is on this side here. Okay, cool. It's 500 subs. That means I only need like 40 more. Awesome. Because I would love to be able to like take polls or anything like that on the other. Oh, dang it. I keep forgetting that's not the break. But yeah, like if you, like it has some great jumps on this map. So you can actually have some good vehicle fun. You know, some good vehicle fun on this. I don't think you could do that. But man, you know how much easier this would be? Like with this, if I had scaling? You know? Oh no, I clipped it. I was trying to do a barrel roll. Yeah, so this is my Atlantis map. There's a lot of stuff like, you know, you got all the fog stuff going down there. You go die down there. You have different stuff here. This is how you can get up to around over here to get all to these. You can jump over the rocks. You can come up this way to get across to the center here. There's shotgun here. You can jump around. I don't know. I don't think this is a bad map. I think it's a pretty decent BTB map. I'm not like an expert at making Slayer type of stuff, but I don't know. I think it's not bad. It has plenty of sightline blockers, so people can't just snipe from all the way across. You know? Yeah, I'm streaming some more Plague's Tale later on, but that'll be on Duquesne Plays. My second channel. If y'all would like to subscribe to my second channel, feel free to. No, but I'm serious. Yeah, that's Atlantis. That's definitely one that I want to remake in Halo of the Infinite. Can you imagine the lighting though on this? How much better it'll be? You know, I'm gonna go ahead and post that again just because I'm a shill for my second channel. But yeah, so yeah, well, I think that's gonna be it, everyone, for me for this stream. This is fun, reminiscing. I'm really excited for people. Only a few more weeks, everyone. Only a few more weeks, then Forge will be out. I can make content on this channel. Forge maps a whole lot easier without having to worry about the M-bars and all that type of stuff. I could just go download people's maps and play them, which is going to be great. We'll be doing game nights all the time. So be sure to join my Discord. That's in the description down below. Join my Discord. We'll be doing game nights and everything as well on there. Yeah, pretty much 3 weeks until Halo 5's Forge comes completely irrelevant. Pretty much, yes. Yep. Pretty much. But yeah, so I'll be doing game nights. I'm going to try to figure out some way of doing some sort of Forge tournaments. Of course, that won't happen right away, but that will happen sometime. I want to do some Forge tournaments and stuff like that, like competitions, you know, and stuff, because I want to bring all that into here and everything, not just stuff kind of like what I did with Halo 5 a little bit, but expand upon it a lot more, especially since the Forge is more capable now, you know, that people are able to make some crazy stuff. So yeah, so all right, everyone, thank you so much for coming out. Appreciate it. Be sure to go subscribe to my second channel. I'm going to be streaming later on today over there on my second channel with some more Plague's Tale for the upcoming Plague's Tale Requiem game that's coming out tomorrow. So I want to play through the first one. But yeah, so thanks everyone for coming out. Appreciate it. I will see y'all later on today on Duquesne Plays. Bye.